Good morning, Coyotes. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, March 4th, and I have Mr. Zanartu with me, our school counselor. Boys and girls, this has been a fun week celebrating Dr. Seuss and reading. I love all the spirit we've seen out there, and I saw our yearbook ladies are taking pictures. It is going to be so fun to look back at this week. I wanted to share a couple things that are coming up. We are super excited. We have a fundraiser coming up with an obstacle course that students will get to do. So be on the lookout for more information about that. Also, our 3rd through 5th grade students are getting ready to take the iReady diagnostic again, starting in the next week or so. So boys and girls, make sure you're doing your best on that. We know you always work hard and we are so proud of you. Just take it one question at a time and give it your best shot. Also, just a friendly reminder that balls and toys are to be left at home. We don't want them to get lost or broken here. So please remember, keep the balls and the toys at home. And we've been seeing some Fortnite dances around campus, and not all of them are very polite. So please, if something is not kind, either with words or with dancing or gestures, please don't bring that to school either. We want to make sure we are always being heroes. All right, let's begin with the flag salute. Please rise. Remove your hats and hoodies. Right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. All right, it's one of your favorite parts of Friday Flag. Mr. Zanartu, go ahead with the birthdays.
All right, well, happy March, everyone. We're gonna go ahead and celebrate our birthdays from the tail end of February all the way through March 4th. So let's go ahead and get started. Turning 6, happy big birthday to Theodore. Turning 7, happy birthday to Mackenzie. Turning 8, we have birthdays for Cash and Abigail. Turning 9, happy birthday to Catalea, Presley, Dominic, and Eden. Turning 10, big happy birthday to Elijah, Ethan, Mason, Andres, Jackson, Avery, and Bellamy. And turning 11, big happy birthday to Bryce, Matea, Elizabeth, and Bennett. Have a great birthday, everyone. Now, let's go ahead and go to our sharing segment. We have a 5th grader in Mrs. Morandi's class who's going to share with us a drawing that she did.
Hi everybody, my name is Macy Jones and I am from Miss Morandi's class. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a dragon step by step. The materials you'll need is really simple. All you need is a pencil. So I want our dragon to be sort of look dangerous and really spiky. So this is like sort of like this top of his head. His eye's gonna go like around here, and this is gonna be like the beginning of this. Now, yeah, you don't need to copy the exact lines I did. You can just make yours unique in your own way. Okay, so now what I drew is I drew the eye. I also drew the teeth and the nostrils. Okay, let's give it some more detail. Okay, so we added a bit more detail. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shade it a bit more and make it look a bit better. Okay, everybody, this is the final product. I hope you have a good day. Bye.
Wow, Macy, that was pretty cool. You were quite the artist. I've been seeing a lot of students drawing around campus and I love it. It's always an option at recess if you would rather not play, although we think playing is pretty fun and it gets your energy out. But if you need a break, you're welcome to draw. Please remember, if you are going to draw, to do so at you can do it at the buddy bench or the tables, but let's try to keep the hallways clear for people walking by. Thank you so much again, Macy. Boys and girls, if you want to share something, remember you too can go to Flipgrid and share a great segment. It can be a lot of different options. We've seen pets, we've seen toys, we've seen drawings. So get creative and have fun. Back to you, Mr. Zanartu, for the mindset tip.
All right, and I'm loving all these videos that are coming out. Flipgrid.com. Remember, our code is CC9. Hi, Coyotes. I hope your week was a good one. Today, I want to talk to you about your own future. No matter what age you are, you play an incredible role in building better tomorrow. Some of us may already dream of what they want to be when they grow up, and others may not know what to do yet, and that's okay. All of us, these days all of us, children and adults alike, are navigating a world that changes and seems to never stop changing. So one day you might think to be a teacher when you grow up, and then you might want to be an artist, and then maybe you might want to be something else. No matter what you decide, the most important quality that you can learn in school and in life, in building your own future, is having a positive attitude, being kind, and being a dependable person. Yes, the topics you learn in school are valuable. However, if you're the smartest person in the world, you don't know how to get along with others, friends, or adults, it'll be really hard for people to work with you. As you continue to learn this year, be sure to pay attention to how you treat your friends, the adults who care for you, and lastly, yourself. When you decide to make the change, be the better person, other people will notice. And when they notice, good things will happen. While it may not seem like a miracle, your skills will take you to people and places that you can only dream of. But remember, this change has to come from you, not from your friend, not from your teachers, not even from your parents. You are the most important person to make that positive choice. It comes from you. So open your eyes, abre los ojos, be the best person you can be. And when you do that, you will be building the most amazing and your most amazing personal future. With something to think about, this is your school counselor, Mrs. Unert. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Great message, Mr. Zanartu. Thank you so much. All right, let's take a look at the heroes of the week. Remember, these students are showing our hero qualities: helpful, encouraging, respectful, and outstanding. And in kindergarten, in Mrs. Phillips' class, we have Dom. And in Mrs. Amcroft's class, we have Cash. In Mrs. Biter's class, we have Koa and James. And in Mrs. Gorton's class, Joaquin and Emmeline. And in Mrs. Jaime's class, Anastasia and Hunter. In first grade, in Mrs. Stringer's class, we have Clark. In Mrs. Cron's class, Hazel. Mrs. Morad's class, Stone. Mrs. Espinoza's class, Peyton H. Mr. Reagan's class, Sterling. And in second grade, in Mrs. Calvio Murray's class, Eden. Mrs. Welch's class, Tristan. Mrs. Garrity's class, Reagan. Miss Eisinger's class, Callan. Mrs. Pacey's class, Gabe. And in Mrs. Teresa's class, we have Shane. And in third grade, in Mrs. Tope's class, we have London. In Mrs. Gonzalez's class, Rihanna. Mrs. Hess's class, we have Ryder. Mrs. Levin's class, Kelly. Mrs. Hartley's class, Trevor. Mrs. Hewittson's class, Guadalupe. And in Mrs. Dameron/De Leon's class, we have Reeve. And in fourth grade, in Mrs. Ariana's class, we have Colton B. And Miss Trujillo's class, we have Baron and Emerson. In Mrs. Vogel's class, Jackson and Drew. In Miss Smith's class, Rocky. Mr. Pacey's class, we have Rowan. And in Mrs. Schroeder's class, Logan. And in fifth grade, in Mrs. Getz's class, Chloe. Mrs. Bryan's class, Tanner M. Mrs. Hemrick's class, Chance. Mrs. Bethke's class, Hussein. Mrs. Greenstein's class, Rowan. Mrs. Mirande's class, Macy. And in Mrs. Livingston's class, we have Anthony. Great job showing those hero qualities. Boys and girls, remember that although things are getting exciting around here, it's springtime, the weather is warm, we've had some beautiful days. Please make sure that you're using kind language, especially on those wall ball courts. We want to make sure we are doing our best to have fun, take our outs so that way everyone gets their playtime, and really be a good citizen outside of the classroom and inside of the classroom. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We have award ceremonies next week, so we can't wait to recognize those scholars. Make it a great Friday and have a wonderful weekend. See you next week.